Not the first time he's done this, though. He has gone and defended his son before. I personally kind of understand this feeling, not from the dad's point of view, but from Tom's potentially, because my mom has taken to internet comments to defend me before. And it always gets messy, and I love the feeling behind it. I know she doesn't like people saying mean things about her daughter, but then it's just like I need her to stop because I don't want her to get involved. What do you guys think about that?
You're so lucky that your mom knows how to use the internet.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
No.
My dad calls it texting the internet. Yeah,
Trust me,
says that.
that's preferred.
Yes.
Yeah.
But don't you think that in this situation, Brady's dad is acting as a mouthpiece for Tom? Tom can't blast Roger Goodell. He's probably the most prominent player in the entire league. Goodell runs the league. But Brady's dad is not saying anything that Tom hasn't said to him. Right or wrong, I hear this and I say Tom thinks it was a witch hunt. Tom thinks he was wrongly, unfairly persecuted. And his dad, about once a year, comes out and says this and then falls back a little bit. Like, this is more honest than we're going to get from Tom Brady, because Tom Brady has to be very milquetoast and careful. His dad doesn't. So I think his dad's kind of speaking for him here. I love it.
Please don't ever say milk toast on our show.
Okay,
it's just like it makes me think of like milk and also toast.
Yeah.
I'm just really not
Say
into it.
handcuff, because that's also where the Patriots are comfortable with.
Anywho, I'm interested to know your perspective as
Aaron
both
Hernandez
a player and as a father.
Well, number one is you don't want to make. I have a son that plays professional football, plays in the CFL, also played in Indianapolis Colts. You don't want to make his day-to-day job more difficult than what it was. When Tom Brady Sr. came to the Super Bowl, the story wasn't him, but he made it about him because he spoke to the media. He made Tom's job more difficult. And as far as Roger Goodell, him running the NFL, and him not being fit to be on the stage with Tom Brady, like, you're insane. All right? Number one thing, I've never had a family member do anything like this. I had a brother that played professional basketball, so my mom was well-schooled. But typically, most of the time I was involved in stuff like this, I was guilty, so they didn't say anything. So if I was him, I'd much rather have him watch the game, all right, keep his comments to himself, because they did do a thorough investigation, and there was enough evidence.
Let's not even.
You asked me, didn't you? They did an investigation.
I didn't ask you if you thought DeflateGate was legit, because it's, February 2017, and I think we've talked it to death, but go ahead.
Okay, well, that's why we do these shows, and that's why they brought me on here.
Yeah, that's true.
All right?
That's true.
Now, if he had cooperated with the investigation, it wouldn't have been that extent, all right? Then no, he didn't. But he didn't cooperate. He ended up getting suspended. It was justified, and his dad needed to keep his mouth quiet.
But see, you're saying those things like they're facts. Like, he did cooperate. He didn't give them his phone because he's got a supermodel wife and probably some naked pictures, and the league's not very good at keeping things under wraps.
Katie, we can do this. You can represent Tom Brady and New England them all you want to, okay? The evidence is the evidence. When we started the season, who was the starting quarterback for New England?
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Okay, why? Because Tom Brady got suspended.
No, because Tom Brady got railroaded.
Okay, that's your story. Do your show.
It's just like this is a rule that clearly does not matter to the NFL. Has never mattered. That Aaron Rodgers can go on a radio show and say, I overinflate them. I like the balls overinflated, and then 2 weeks later.
Who don't like the balls bigger? Who don't like that?
It's not the balls that we're talking about.
No, we are. Aaron Rodgers likes his ball to 13.5.
That's what I'm saying. No woman's like, please, bigger balls. That's not the thing we can offline this conversation. But I'm just saying this is a rule that the NFL does not care about until they care about it because it's Tom Brady.
Here's how we know, and I'm with you on this, that the NFL actually doesn't care.
And both of y'all crazy.
Because they were alerted before the AFC Championship game, right?
Yes.
It's one of the 3 biggest football games that would be played all year. If they thought this actually had an impact on the competitive balance, they'd stop it before the game starts. They don't run some sting operation.
Not if you had a problem with the team before an investigation.
Hold up,
which the investigation showed they were not guilty of doing anything wrong.
You guys
Here's the thing. This is what the Patriots do. This is what bothers people about the Patriots is they...
Tell me what they do. Because I've seen them film people. Yeah. I've seen them do other things. You tell me what they do.
They follow the rules to the letter of the rules.
Even when they were taping the Rams before the Super Bowl?
It was found that they didn't do that. If you're saying that you trust the NFL's investigation on one hand but not on another, that's too inconsistent. The NFL investigation found that they didn't videotape the walkthrough.
But
so what was the penalty for? What was the penalty for?
I think it was for when they taped the practices of something else after. This is the point.
Go ahead, I apologize.
I just think that the rules are written in a way that yes, Belichick or whoever can find the way to exploit them. They can find the loophole. This is why Harbaugh used to always complain that he would run illegal formations. And it was like, no, technically, he's following the rules, but you're right, he found a weakness in the rule, and so we'll change the rule now. That's what the Patriots do, and that's why people get pissed off. And now everyone's going to hate me.
No,
nobody wants a person to defend the Patriots.
I want you guys all to come to Thanksgiving at my house. It'll be so fun.
Let's talk about Trump. No, I'm just kidding.
But Katie, the reality is no matter what side of the DeflateGate argument you're on, one thing I think we can all agree on is if in February or damn near February of 2017, it's still a topic because the way the NFL handled it was so ham-handed. Another thing I probably shouldn't say on your show. Ham-handed, milquetoast. I'm just trying to get a little it's still a topic because it was so badly butchered 2 years ago that it bled into 2 other seasons. Like, I don't blame Tom Brady's daddy for defending him. Like, I get it.
His daddy.
Yeah, he calls him Tommy. I think I can call him his daddy. Like, I like the loyalty there. But it's, of all the things that we could be discussing about the Patriots and their 7th Super Bowl and Brady trying to become the greatest quarterback ever, that it's still about this idiotic deflation of footballs. It's absurd, and it's because instead of dealing with this the way any other league would have, which is, hey, cut this bleep out right now, and we'll move on to the Super Bowl. We had an investigation, a bad investigation, bad science, leaked reports, erroneous data, and now we're here 2 years later still talking about it.
Text messages from 2 random dudes that I don't care what they have to say.
But also, don't you think that if he wasn't guilty, he wouldn't have taken it to the Supreme Court?
Oh, I don't know about that. I think innocent people defend themselves.
I don't know.
There's a bunch of guys waking up this morning behind bars saying, you know something, I ain't killed that dude. I didn't slaughter him. I didn't kill them people.
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on
Praise the Lord.
technically the same topic, which is that Brady this morning addressed what his dad said on, I think it was EEI. Do we have the audio?
Does the league specify which Tom Brady needs to speak tonight? Because if Tom Brady Sr. were there, I think I would listen to him after this weekend.
No, I banned my dad from talking, so he's no longer available to the media.
Man, I have tried to ban my dad from talking for years.
I'm so jealous. I wish my dad didn't talk. He'd also just be so happy that I had a boss to begin with. He'd be like, what? You have health insurance? We're so proud.
Do you think he's laughing when he says it. What do you think the conversation is that Tom had with his dad after he heard the reports of what his dad said?
He told him not to talk anymore.
You think so?
He told him not to say. I know so.
Yeah.
You know how they do things in New England.
Yeah.
And this is not what the Crafts wanted. It's not what Belichick wanted. It's not what Tom Brady wanted. So it's a misrepresentation of Tom. I've been a mentor to Larry Fitzgerald since he was 13 years old. Had plenty of opportunities to speak out, contract issues. When they were losing in Arizona, did he want to leave there? Was he going to be traded? Was he going to be a free agent, potentially going to New England? But no, I never said anything because I know that's not the right thing to do. All right? Let Tom and the team concentrate on what they need to do. But do I understand a family member saying something? Yes, if he had some other job besides in the National Football League, yes. But this is a rare opportunity. The whole world is watching, all right? And they're watching your son, and the focus should be on the field and his ability to generate points for New England's offense.
All right, so
You said that you think that he's speaking for Tom.
yeah, and Adam Carolla's got a line where he says, when it comes to business, you need to ask yourself this question before you make any decision. Will this make me happy? Will this make me money? And if the answer to both those questions is no, don't do it.
Right.
Well, sometimes telling
That's
someone...
what I'm going to ask myself tomorrow before I come on the show.
Sometimes...
Off to a good start, folks.
Sometimes telling someone to go to hell makes you happy. Like, Tom Brady can't do it. And I believe that Cece's right, that he probably said to his dad, got it now, you don't need to say anything else. But what he didn't say to his dad is, man, do another interview and take it back. Do another interview and apologize. He got it out there. It's there. Now Brady doesn't have to speak on it. His dad does it for him. I would, personally, man, I'd love that. Like, someone close to me, if I'm hamstrung where I can't say something.
Again, with the ham.
It's a good point. That's 3 in a row. I'm going to try to get 5 in before the end of the show.
Hamstrung.
Where I'm not allowed to say something, if they do it on my behalf and I still have some plausible deniability, I think that's good fathering.
Yeah, but then your family's like getting involved in your battles, and then they've got to deal with people attacking them personally, and then you're worried about your family. I mean, maybe it's because mine was my mom, but I was like, Mom, they're gonna find your page and they're gonna do things to you, and I don't want you to get backlash from my crazy was actually crazy
That's
Cowboys
what Tom.
fans.
Tom was worried about the pictures of his dad being in his phone. That's why he didn't turn his phone in.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That
Also,
is
where did
such a
they
creepy
shoot that?
visual?
They shot.
Daddy, hey, daddy.
There's a whole thing of his dad like walking down a set of bleachers. Like, what is that?
Oh,
Yeah.
Where did he shoot that?
I don't know.
Like his old high school in
I don't
California.
know.
Like, oh, we're gonna do a think piece.